Hey, how's it going, guys? It's your boy Keep It Real. I hope you guys are having a wonderful and amazing day. Today I'm giving you guys a review of Modern Warfare numero dos. So, right here we're going over the attachments. I showed you guys a little bit of the menu. I just want to show you guys what you're kind of dealing with. So, let me be quiet while you guys see what's in store. Something I want to say real quick about that right there, the kill streaks. I love the fact that you can change it. You can make it a score streak. I'm an objective player. I like hopping on kill confirmed. I like going on domination and doing my thing. Real quick, I want to talk about campaign before I dive into the multiplayer. So every COD game has this error. Okay, every single one. It's kind of always like it's so anger inducing because the campaigns are always so good. Then they're only like 6 hours long. I mean, sometimes it's better that they're shorter because, for example, in this game, they did a fantastic job with campaign. I'm not going to say it's the best campaign because that is completely subjective and opinion based. But for me personally, this campaign was a top notch. You hop in, there's plenty of silent missions, sniper missions, in the grass missions. I'm going to shoot your face missions. That's the COD I love. That's the COD I grew up on. For example, the old Modern Warfares, I remember just walking around with Price, sniping, boom, boom, boom. And I love that. I love the suppressor missions where I have to be as silent as possible. And everything in the campaign is well done. The AI is awesome. Like their reactions to you when they see you is cool. The time to kill is great. The tension they build is great. That's all I can say. The campaign, if you're gonna buy COD solely for campaign, this would be a great COD to buy for a campaign. But again, you're gonna get a short experience, and here we go with a complaint. The campaign is so short. They should have added more to do for people that don't have Wi-Fi or don't really like the online experience because there's really not a lot. I mean, Spec Ops is here. However, Spec Ops is very lackluster. You get about 3 missions. They don't take that long, maybe 20 minutes each, if that. If you know what you're doing, it's going to take a lot less, but it's not that they're not good, because they're great Spec Ops missions. It's just that they added 3 for a $70 game. That to me, you can't slide with that. When you release a game, you gotta release maps, content, all the above. But again, this is how companies make their money, so I'll hold my hands up and say, do your thing. As long as you provide in the future, do your thing. But I've heard a lot of people talk about that too. There's really not a lot of solo things to do. For example, when you buy a Treyarch game or something like that with zombies, you have campaign, you have local multiplayer, then you have zombies, which you can play for hours and hours and do it over and over again. You can't really do that with Spec Ops. So I wish they would have added like a survival mode, because I remember the old Modern Warfare used to have a survival mode, and you could spend time on there. But Spec Ops, it's kind of just repeating the same mission. One thing I wish COD would take from other games is new game plus, but there's really no customization, and that's always been a part of COD that's kind of missing is campaign replayability. They're always great campaigns, but you can never really just go back and just replay them. Like if you're just a one and done, you're not going to be like, let me go this time for a different experience, because it's going to be pretty much the same unless this time you play silent, the other time you run a gun. So that's one of my complaints. Now let's go to multiplayer. multiplayer is, to sum it up, a interesting experience. For me personally, it has been great. It has reminded me of my old days playing Call of Duty, especially like Black Ops 2. And I know that's weird to say, but in Black Ops 2, I'm playing exactly like I would play Black Ops 2. I'm running around the map, 3 lanes, doing my thing. And I really enjoy that. I enjoy, casual COD. I'm not a competitive player by any means. I'm just a regular person. I have a job. I just hop on to get a few kills, kind of bring back some nostalgia. Like, I really couldn't care less. It's the reason why we hop on GTA to drive around, ain't it? Sometimes I don't want to be competitive. Sometimes I just want to make my guns gold. And the camos in this game are beautiful. The gold camo alone is worth it. You don't even have to grind out, man. If you just want gold on one gun, it is so easy. I love that. You don't have to sink hours. You don't have to do all this to get gold. Man, all you have to do is level up. You're going to get kills. Just play the game. I've got 3 guns gold. This is old gameplay. I got the M4 gold, etc. I love that. When they take into consideration that people just want to play casually, that is a casual interest. Easy camos. Not 3,000, what is it? What is it called when you sit on the wall? I don't even remember. Well, they don't have none of those. They don't have get crouching kills. They don't have get prone kills. It's mostly like get triple kill. Get hip fire kills. To me, that is more fun. The SBMM, which is a big topic in the recent CODs, it's there, but personally, I don't think it's really terrible. I haven't really ran into games where the people are like absolutely washing me. And if I do end up in a game like that, I typically leave. I leave just as quick as I joined. Because that's what I used to do in old CODs, man. If you're getting your butt whooped, you're not just going to randomly switch it up mid-game, you know what I mean? Sometimes it works, and you stay there and you switch your gun, and then you do something. But a lot of times that person that's beating you up bad, they're really good at the game, and they're going to sink their teeth more into the game than you will. I'm a casual, so somebody that's running around with a Orion AK-47 is gonna do me dirty every single time I run into them because they're playing the game obviously way more than I am, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I have the option to be like, you know what? Nah, I'm not facing that right now. I'm not in the mood. Sometimes I am. Sometimes I want a competitive, but sometimes I'm just like, nah. They don't even have combat record in the game. So why would I care? Some people complain about that, but I feel like it makes people kind of branch out and not depend so much on staying in a corner and trying to get their KD high. Some people play like that, and that's what makes the COD games worse and worse. It's not the COD game itself. Like the recent CODs haven't been this big nasty new nasty, camper fest. What makes it a camper fest is the fact that people hide because they want to get good, kills. They want to be good at the game, so they hide away in a building and then they kill people the whole game, and that is just a whole mess. In this game, I mean, I wish it was different, but you're going to run into people that camp. You're going to run into people that run around with shotguns. You're going to run around with all types of people. Speaking of campers, another complaint I have is the footstep audio. Lord, help these developers realize that I really don't want to hear somebody sound like they're walking right over my head when they're to my right. Sometimes it's like overly loud, man. Like sometimes I understand, but like when you're trying to flank you know that they can hear you, so you stop running. So they build things to stop camping, but then they add footstep audio, which kind of defeats all your anti-camper purposes, because people are going to hide away so that you can't hear their footsteps when they try to flank. Now, I really don't care if they hear me or not. I'm going to run into their spawn and run around and jump. Yes, I'm going to do that because I really don't care. And I used to love COD because they used to take the camper approach where you could just like do pretty much anything and get behind them. All the maps were built so like if a person was camping, if you got the right attack gun and the right perks, you could really just run up in there and shotgun them in the back of the head. And I wish it was the same in this game, but sometimes when somebody gets camping, it is hard to get them out. You have to cooperate with your team. But I think overall, this game has been a fun experience for me and will continue to be. I hate the fact that they took out content because I know for a fact that when Season 1 comes out, they're going to try to say, oh, we have new content for you guys when it was already in the game. I hate when gaming companies try to paint a car in new shiny coat when it's the same old BS that they already had in the game. That is not... It's just not right to the player base. But if Activision does it right, this game can be a masterpiece. It really can. Right now, there's a lot of things that are missing, a lot of things that are coming, so I'm not going to write it off yet. But this game, if you haven't played a COD in years like me, I haven't bought a COD in years. I mean, I've played them at like friends' house, but I've never bought one. You know, all I needed to do was pick up the controller once to know that this isn't not for me. This game was for me. There was no slide canceling, and I know some people are upset about that, but for me it works because I really don't want all that. So I'm going to give this game an 8 out of 10 solely based on the fact that I enjoy it. So if you want to know if you like it, just pick it up. Have a blessed day.